Clay Aiken turned his second-place finish on American Idol
Ruben Studdard
into a phenomenal second act.
The first song I ever sang and recorded and released was debuted at #1. And so, you know, it's kind of like, where do I go from here?
When 2020 returns,
you're the top-selling singer from American Idol, and you didn't even win the competition.
I mean, this is a little bit of cake and a lot of icing so far.
Clay Aiken's second act. Next. Once again, Elizabeth Vargas.
Football coach Mike Ditka said success isn't permanent and failure isn't fatal. He might have been talking about American Idol singer Clay Aiken. He failed to win the competition, losing in the finals before millions of viewers. But that loss was the start of even bigger success in Clay's second act.
What you doing tonight?
Clay Aiken looks a little young to be having an Act 2 already, but his life's been on fast forward. A 25-year-old who set out to be a school teacher now poses for photo shoots. A young man who had flown only once in an airplane now jets around the world. A kid who rarely left his hometown of Raleigh, North Carolina, now signs autographs around the country.
And it's really hard to wrap your mind around it. It's a whirlwind, and the whirlwind doesn't slow down. You just have to learn how to live in it.
What is the best thing about this Act 2 for you?
I love going up and singing on stage, and I'm not the coolest person or the smartest person on the block. I see myself as kind of average. All this happened to me because, really by fluke, I just kind of said, okay, fine, I'll go audition for the show. Never expected anything of it. Take time to tell me you really care.
Clay Aiken's first act began last year when he tried out for American Idol, and the rest is showbiz history. He was up, down, he was cut, not once but twice. He came back and made it all the way to the final 2 against very tough competition.
Ruben Studdard.
Everybody's looking for that something.
The Ruben Studdard Clay Aiken showdown. And everybody was tuning in to see the two of them together in the final 2. One is a huge R&B singer, the other one is a more scrawny pop guy. They could not have been more different.
Like a bridge over troubled water, I will ease your mind.
Each man had his loyal fans in the audience, and around the country, 25 million people were watching and waiting for the judges' assessments.
I didn't even know you could hit that note, dog. Come on, baby.
You gave us chills. You are a true artist because you took a classic song and you made us feel like we've heard it for the first time, made it your own.
A winner was about to be chosen in the contest that had gripped the audience for months.
There was this very strange moment where kind of Clay is staring right at Ruben, and Ruben's looking straight ahead. And the story goes that Clay actually saw the sheet of paper that Ryan Seacrest was going to read, and he knew already that he wasn't going to win.
After 24 million votes, the winner of American Idol 2003 is Ruben Studdard.
Consider that the end of Clay Aiken's Act 1. He lost, and it looked like he was out of the picture. But awaiting him was an even bigger Act 2.
I would say that it probably did begin when I lost the finals, because I learned a lot about myself throughout the show. I think Act 2 is still in the beginning stages, hopefully.
And what a beginning. His first CD, Measure of a Man, debuted at #1 on the Billboard 200 and sold more than 600,000 copies, putting him ahead of all the Idol finalists and winners.
Why do you think it is you who is selling the most albums, especially given the fact that it wasn't you who came in first?
I don't know the answer. Why there's a phenomenon, I don't know. I think people like an underdog sometimes, and so they go for that.
And they've gone for it in a big way, landing him on the cover of Rolling Stone and getting him a gig on Saturday Night Live.
What you doing tonight?
Everything just gets bigger and bigger.
You talk about your image, and you've been actually sort of gleefully ready to play along with all the magazines who've proclaimed that you were the geek who came, you know, the geek factor, so to speak. Do you think of yourself still like that?
I can't dance like Justin Timberlake. I can't, you know, dress like Ashton Kutcher. I can't do that type of thing. I can't relate to that. They're great to watch on TV, but they're not who people relate to. So to me, the term geek doesn't mean that I'm a geek, but I think that it's just kind of a symbol of realness, you know.
Because he was just a regular dork about 9 months ago, he's not taking any of this seriously. He's having so much fun with it, and that joy, that sense of fun really comes through in every appearance he does, every concert.
It's gonna be a perfect day.
Last night I brought my 59-year-old mother to the Clay Aiken concert. She was beaming as brightly as the 15-year-old girl who was standing on the other side of me. What more can I say?
Sometimes Aiken likes to play to a different audience.
Raise your hand if your birthday is in March.
Aiken hasn't forgotten about the kids he used to teach. With some of his earnings, he started a foundation for children with disabilities.
I still call my teaching career Plan A. This is Plan B. I've fallen back on my voice.
Could you see yourself giving all of that up to go back to teach kids?
It would definitely be difficult now. I mean, I can't go to the grocery store in Raleigh now without everybody asking for an autograph. I think that I would love to do something with children. Maybe my third act will be just running the foundation, no matter when it comes. Next year, 5, 10, 20 years, whenever.
For now, he's still relishing the second act and the dream it represents.
I mean, it is a dream because it is, the American dream, I guess, is about normal people being successful.